Hi, it's Paul from Heiken Forex, just setting up some charts. I'm just going to delete this. So if you set up a chart with Heiken Forex, basically set up one chart, and what you do is you drop Heiken Forex on and it'll look like this. And then the next thing you do is you save the default templates, save template, and save it to default. Then if you come to my Discord, you can download a little indicator called Open All Charts. Let's drag it and drop it on there. Give it a second. It'll open all the major and minor currencies. And then once that's done, in a second, there you go. Once it's done, go back to the first chart you had open and close it, because otherwise you have to have the same chart open. So let me just take you around the screen. So let's see. So the first thing I'm going to show you is that we've got a number of things going on the screen. Firstly, we've got this smooth Heiken Ashi moving average down there, which gives us the general process, a good place to bounce things off of. We've got our normal Heiken Ashi candles. You don't normally get on MetaTrader 4, so that they are automatically set in to replace your current candles. We'll create the bar chart. You can actually change that in the options. So if we go into options, view tool, charts, indicator list, and you go into the Heiken, it's one indicator. You can change the default lot size, but you can also turn off Heiken Ashi candles like that. And then you just go back to normal candle trading. And then we go to normal candle trading, and you can work with normal candle trading if you want, or if I put it back in there, charts, indicators list, edit. I love Heiken Ashi. I think it's brilliant. So there you go. And this is all based on Heiken Ashi. So set your default lot size for the, and that will help you with your trade account, trade calculator. So let's take here we've got a buy on there. Let's say I set my target, click on the green line, and I can drag it up to here. Now what it tells me now is based on the stop loss. Let's move this red line here. So it shows the risk and reward, 2-to-1 risk reward from this position. If I was to take a buy, which I'm not going to, because it still looks very bearish, I need more of a buy. You know, because we had this fake out, although the market is turning round, you can see that. What's this gold here? So I'm waiting really for another candle, another bullish candle. I might be interested in taking this long, but again, it's quite flat at the moment. So you can control tab through the charts, but in this case, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Don't know why. So that's down the bottom there. That's the trade calculator, which you can use before you place a trade to work out whether or not a trade is a good idea. Here's one I've got on that I pushed on earlier, buy on Aussie Swiss. See, we had a buy signal here, and it kind of turned. You can see how the market turned, how the Heiken Ashi has turned blue now. Here you see how it turned blue here, so there is scope for a buy. This one didn't get very far, only got halfway there. So now I'm looking for a buy. I'd like to reach the 38.2%, but it might just bounce off the 50%. But we'll see how it gets on. So, but normally I'd like to see, if I saw a sell signal like that, I'd like to take sells down in this trend. So I'd like to see, you can see how, although it pulls back like this stays brown. It stays with this gold colour. So then I'd be looking to take a short here. It's much easier with Heiken Ashi to see what's going on the market, in the market. So yeah, same sort of thing here. You can see there's sells all the way down here, and then it just gets flat. And you can see by the trend strength, it's only 13.5%. It's flat. It's not going anywhere. So I need a break. I need something more than trading into that. You could take a short on it, but you're just going to stop out. It's just going to sit there. Normally means there's news going on. Basically, some sort of news is happening. Here's another market changing direction. You see how we've got one. It sort of had this big long downtrend, and then we've got this buy. And see how the market's changing direction. You'll also find that when the market changes direction, let's just flip through. Let's see. I'll try and find a good. Here's a good example of it. You'll see the way that you can see this line here that's actually stepped. Okay, you see the way that the Heiken Ashi smooth moving average bounces up here. Look at this double top. How beautiful chart. Very, very clear. halfway up, it bounced back, full way up, it bounced back again, and then we're into our downtrend. See how clearly we can see where the downtrend is, and it does a pullback here, which you wouldn't take, nobody in their right mind would take a buy on that. Okay, and then we get another downtrend signal, which is perfect to take down to the next fib level. Again, don't forget that you've got the trade calculator. Oops, let me do that. And I did it again. If you look at this, you've got the trade calculator, so if you want to work out what a trade's going to be, click on the green line for the take profit. So let's say I'm doing a sell, click on the red line for your stop loss. Just drag it. If you don't see them, just there you go. So that's a little signal. I'm going to have a look at that. There you go. You'll see that you've got your price. You see the price changes because the market's moving, of course. Just had a signal on GBP New Zealand. I go and evaluate that. I do have a GBP trade automatically already. I'm not going to take that because it's a slightly bullish trend at 3.96%. It is showing slightly bullish, but what bothers me about it is that it's not a very clean trend. Do you know what I mean? It's like, if you look at this, that's quite a clean down move, and then it's all a bit rough, and there's a bullish trend kind of here that sort of happens, but it's quite weak. So I'm going to steer clear of that one. I'm already in GBP JPY anyway. As you can see, doing very, very well. It's nearly halfway up. In fact, I need to just, if I get the trade calculator on there. If you don't see the trade calculator, just flip charts like that. H1. I'm just going to have a little look at that. Let's put the take profit up there. Let's put the stop in. Stop from going here. It's rallied quite powerfully up, so I'm quite happy to probably move my stop inside entry to remove the risk. Let's just go have a look at those trades, see what I've got on here. Okay, so we're 90 pips up. Wow, 90 pip trade profit. That's safe enough now. That isn't going to come back anytime soon. So what I'm going to do is move my stop loss. I need to move this one out of the way first. Just move my stop loss inside the entry to reduce my risk, and now I'm 90 pips up on that one. It's a good morning's trading. Now I'm just going to move this up there just to see where we are. So my risk reward, I've got 8-to-1 risk reward now, which is really good. So this is the whole account, and this is just what these two, the red and the green, are showing. So that way I know now that I'm in a live. That's a beautiful trade, and I posted it this morning on forexsignals.com, and I actually bought in about here, and it just kind of fell backwards, but then I was a bit early. These are indecision candles. You see where the Heiken Ashi shows up and down at the same time, and then you just wait for that buy entry. Doing really, really well. I could put a trading stop on it, but I prefer to let them run. Target is 209 pips, which for sterling is that it would do that easily, you know, if you measure some of these moves here. So let's look at this one. That's 200 odd pips. This one here, 249. These are smaller moves as well, but you know, if you're entering somewhere here, which you wouldn't, but it still achieves its fib level. So once it hits a fib level, it tends to go to the next fib level. There's nothing in the way now for this to get back up to there. So cool. Okay, there's a dollar Swiss trade. You can see it get all these signals. Just got to evaluate them. And sometimes I just make a little mental note in my head. See, no way no way am I going to take that. It's flat as anything, and also you can see how the little Heiken Ashi moving average candles are flat. When we've got a good trend going on, you see how the bodies get bigger, whereas here they're quite flat, and it's quite a flat market, even though it's saying that there is a bit of a trend on it. I'm going to wait for this one. You see, you get lots and lots of messy signals. It's all very messy, and I think it's going to go back into a buy, so I'm going to stay out of that. Longer term, it's in a buy trend. So I hope that's useful anyway. If you want to try out the hurricaneforex.com, Hurricane Forex indicator, go to hurricaneforex.com, and you can download it from, it's the MetaTrader 4 market you can get it from. Runs on MetaTrader 4, and allows you to pretty learn to trade pretty much. It gives you a much clearer view of the market than you would if you had standard candles. So go to hurricaneforex.com. It's $30 a month for the full version that you can run on charts. Please do join our Discord, because the free open all charts utilities there, and we've got people there, and we're discussing trading and stuff all the time. So thanks very much.